How y'all doing? Happy Monday. I'm on the couch, on the chair. Y'all on the couch. Welcome to Aging Gracefully. It's Monday. I'm your hostess, Yolanda Robinson, and I got my two great grumpy old men to the left of me. Okay, that's what I call them two on the couch right here because they tell it like it is. I don't care what it is. These men can talk about it, and that is a good thing for a conversation, right? We were just having a deep conversation. I tell y'all all the time, the show is before the show. When we come on and start talking, it's because we done got it all out of our system.
Oh no, because it gets greater later.
It do get greater later, but I'm like, I'm trying to step away. But I just also want to say thank you for yesterday, for y'all consistency with the Sunday, getting a chance to talk with the men. Before we go any further, I want y'all to introduce yourselves and just do a quick recap about yesterday that can help us probably carry that conversation on a little bit today.
Okay, Townsville is quality of life, and I don't want to, juggle your agenda, because I think it's very good. We should be talking about yesterday. But let's also talk about these vaccines. Let's talk about the measles. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about what's going on and how our kids are being affected. Absolutely. And how this is being spread. Okay?
Okay. So, okay. Then we'll do a recap, and then we'll move on. Yeah.
Now, my name is George Daniel. I'm a professional agitator.
Mm-hmm. Yes. All right, so let's give a quick recap of yesterday. Yesterday, Sundays, we meet at Hub 13 for our community togetherness. And the men come, other men come and sit and talk with the gentlemen. And yesterday, we had two great men join the conversation. We had a retired professional boxer, and we had a fire captain yesterday with us. And it was a great conversation. The topic was racism. And also, when a woman is fed up, okay, ain't nothing you can do about it. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. So please, gentlemen, give us a little recap.
Well, I'm going to start off. I thought that the conversation yesterday was extremely significant because of the fact that it was a diverse panel yesterday. The captain from the Trenton Fire Department, and so a shout out to you. Thank you very much for your participation and on the level of your participation. He first thing came out of his mouth was, I'm going to Holland, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, it's about time, you can't talk about racism just amongst your own race. You need to spread out and see how other people are dealing with racism, what their thoughts is on racism. And he certainly enlightened us.
Put that balance right there.
Yes, he did.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know he was bottom line. Wow.
Yes, he did. I found that very
Kevin Soto, and he's a part of also the Latino Chamber of Commerce. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right. And we're on the local level and the state level, too. Mm-hmm. So, great guest. Thank you for bringing him to us.
Well, I was glad to talk to him in the box because racism affects everybody. If you're a racist, it affects you. You can't enjoy life because you're busy hating. And if you're being hated, you can't enjoy life because you're being hated. So racism affects everyone. But racism is not based on the average Joe that work at the corner store or the delivery man. Racism is based on control, controlling people, being in charge, making sure that you have and they do not have. So they use race to separate people, which is a terrible thing.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, for that because yesterday y'all really dived into some deep stuff. I even, there's actually a short on YouTube of y'all talking about women. How you gotta look to the woman and make sure that she's okay too. Happy, what do you say? Happy wife, happy life.
Right.
So all those things. But so check it out on the full video of yesterday on YouTube. Please check out that video. Hit the subscribe button. We got 105 subscribers now. Woo! We moving up there, y'all. We moving up there. We're excited about all types of things around here. But let's talk about now, because what is it? It's flu season. It's winter time here in Jersey. It's cold. People are sick.
Well, let's talk about the propaganda. That's all you can call it. Coming out of the selection of cabinet members that are supposed to be over these different departments. And let's talk about Kennedy because the Kennedy family is talking about Kennedy.
Okay.
And their disappointment with him and the fact that his own nephew that's supposed to be running for some type of office coming up says that, how his uncle could give in to Trump and knowing that Trump just wanted to get his fingers on some member of the Kennedy family.
Yeah.
But you know something? This is not anything to play with. You got people dying. You got recommendations that are coming out that are false. You have the first step was you fired everybody from the board that had medical professionalism with them and had done their homework. This board that they have down there now, I wouldn't believe anything coming out of the Department of Health. I just wouldn't. You follow your own mind, follow your own body.
Yeah.
If your body is telling you, just like you know when you're getting a cold, okay? And you know that there are some things that you can do to slow the process down, okay? Why would I listen to somebody that you need a hearing aid to understand what he's saying and an interpreter what he said, and has gotten rich off of his endorsements because of his last name. So this is like a double whammy, you know? And right now, I urge parents, you follow your own mind. Every medication in the world, you take too much aspirin, there's a side effect.
Too much everything.
You eat too much food, there's a side effect. So I would not be alarmed. I know that coming out, our generation, before you went to school, you had to have this vaccine, this vaccine, this vaccine, and that. And then as the new ones came up, and Mitch McConnell himself, a polio victim, knows the benefit of the vaccine and will not step up. You know, so I never thought that Caucasians were that stupid and could be led that easily. And they call us the dummies. They call us the ones without education, the ones that can't talk and can't.
So what are they actually saying about the vaccine?
Huh?
What are they saying about the vaccine?
It says don't take the vaccine because the vaccine causes this side effect, that, and don't do this and don't do that. We don't recommend this, that, and
So
that.
now they're not recommending.
They started off with this measles a long time ago, but then all of a sudden, when the people weren't getting vaccines, all of a sudden you got one outbreak here. You go to the airport on a trip, you're infected. 5 people are going to get you. You know you're infected. So I mean, it started off small, but you see where it is right now. Okay, and I'll tell you what, as you lose your child, you know you can remember you voted for this, this chaos, and this health hazard, this war hazard,
all
this human hazard. You know, by what? behind a dozen eggs that are just come down to 89 cents a dozen. But all year long they were still $3, $4, $5, $6, $7. Come on, who's the dummy?
Yeah, what's really going on here? Wow, Mr. Daniels.
Well, again, this is racism at its best. They had what they call DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. They got rid of DEI because it opened the door for people of all backgrounds to have a job. They leveled out the playing field, but that was against Rome because they said that you was taking white people's jobs. That's a problem right there. I never saw a job that said whites only, but in America, everything gonna have to be with diversity because look at all these diverse groups that we have in America. In order for America to be a great country, we gonna have to come together.
Yes.
We gonna have to come together or we're gonna destroy each other. And the people with the money, they're the ones that's behind all this. You got all these people that work for the president, and you got one that works for the president that's black. That's the Secretary of HUD, the man in charge of HUD. First thing he did was cut HUD's budget in half. And he black. But now, when they're sitting at the table, who represents black people? If you look at Trump cabinet, who represents black people?
No.
Because the only reason that black guy got that HUD job, but because he was going to do black people wrong. That's why he got the job. If you notice, then I'm talking about black Republicans, whoever you are, wherever you may be. My name is George Daniel. I'm letting you, you will never hear a black Republican say anything good about black people. Never. You never hear them say a black Republican say, and that's why they're black Republicans, because they talk against and they're against black people. And then they tell you about the Democrats got you on a plantation. This is not a plantation. At least the Democrats not trying to take away your right to vote. The Democrats not trying to keep you from eating.
And medical care at a reasonable cost.
They taking and with Trump, now you're not gonna have any medical care the way it's going. No. So my question, this is my question to America, to all the American people, all of us that's working every day, barely make it. This is the question to ask: why do we give so much money away when foreign aid when we need that money right here in America? Right. That is the question you should be asking yourself, not who's on welfare. Because big business get more welfare than anybody in America.
Absolutely. They get all that stuff. They get so much of it. They call it nonprofit. They got under different names of the help that they receive. You know what I mean? So it's all about the name. You know, I think that what we're dealing with now in 2026 is, listen, everybody, go out and vote. Pay attention to what's going on around you, around your surroundings, because things are different in 2026. People, I believe some of these people that act like they're ICE, some of them just put on an ICE jacket, okay? Some of them just masking themselves up, running inside of people's houses and just doing all sorts of stuff. We got people so afraid right now. Right now in Trenton, New Jersey, you got kids not going to school. Right. You know, families can't go to work. You know, they're chasing people inside of other people's homes.
People relocated.
Yeah, they're just it's to the extreme. So my daughter says to me yesterday, Mom, if they're snatching these people up, where are they taking them to? You got the parents separated from their children. What are you doing with these women? Are you putting them somewhere safe, or are you taking advantage of them? These are the things you said. These are the questions that need to be answered. Like, where are you taking these people to? What's going on?
And then all at the same time too, you bring a dozen South Africans that are white over here because they were being treated badly, because you said that they were being treated, and you allowed them in, and you got closed borders, and you got your chest sticking out like a 1986 Cadillac with double beams. Yeah. Come on, this is ridiculous. And also too, all of this protest, and we said this yesterday on yesterday's podcast, all of millions of people out there in the street protesting, either the majority of them are protesting quietly and within the realms of lawful assembly. For what?
Well,
what's going to happen? What's the outcome of that?
This is what it's supposed to be.
No. What's going to happen? What is going to happen?
I'm trying to tell you what's supposed to happen and what they're attempting to do. They are attempting to wake up America as to what is going on. They're pushing back. Now, they're pushing back because they don't like what is going on. And they're letting it be known that, but now, like you said, but there's a big question. Come election time, are they going to vote for the Republicans? Or are they going to vote for the Democrats? If they vote for the Republicans, you know they was out there blowing smoke.
That's right. Because don't go out in the street.
Voting is what may change.
Right. Stay home.
Voting have consequences.
That's right.
Now, everybody, come election time, the way people are being treated in America, you don't have to tell a guy, these people are the ones that treat you bad. You already know it.
You already know it.
You know it.
Right. That's right.
So now you're going to go and vote for the people that's treating you bad, that taking the food out of your mouth?
Well, they did it before.
Because, here we go with racism again. See, there's a lot of that.
No, that's true. That's true.
Here we go, racism. Who are the most hated people in America? Black people. Who have been treated the worst in America? Black people. So now, you got some blacks that have sold out. That have sold out for going on with anything white people say against black people because they get paid. They would be crazy not to get paid when you done lost your people and everything. So this is what happened. But it was only everybody thinking this is only supposed to happen to black people. This thing they didn't bother us.
Well, that was a hell of a wake up.
Right. So what they did was they kept the groups separated. They kept the groups playing against each other. Where they had no choice. Instead of I'm broke, I'm white, you broke, you Chinese, you broke, you Spanish. Instead of us sitting down together, wait a minute, man, how we gonna get a slice of this pie? But now I'm against you, and I don't even know you. You're against me, and you don't even know me because somebody told you that I'm lazy. Well, anybody lazy when you work in a cotton field all day for $2.
But I hope the lesson that's being learned is the fact that now you have met an individual that has such a thirst for power and dictatorship. You don't give a damn who you are. I'm going to walk over you dummy, you voted for me, and I kept reminding you once I got in. Well, I got the popular vote, and I got the electoral vote, and this is what I'm going to do. And he gave you a warning on the campaign trail. Oh, I'm going to be a dictator for one day. If you can get away with it one day, why would you stop?
Yeah. But see, I'm thinking, it's not going to happen to me. It's going to happen to the black guy.
As I said, lesson learned.
It's going to happen to the black guy.
Lesson
and
learned.
then here's something else. Here's something. All this stuff that Trump is doing, Trump couldn't think of this in 100 years.
No.
Somebody else is right on his
He has an informant.
See, there's a lot of groups. There's a lot of groups, different ethnic groups in America, is hiding behind whiteness. You see, everybody used to then be white. And they used to say whatever country they come from, that was their nationality. But now they hide behind whiteness and do all this stuff. And then when you protest or say something against them, oh, you anti this, you anti that, you anti this, because now you're standing up for your rights. Well, somebody's going to be mad regardless how it goes, because I'm not going to let you put your foot on my neck. So if you're going to get mad about that, you just going to have to be mad.
I'll tell you, a lesson well learned, and I hope everybody out there has learned the lesson. The lesson is get out and vote, and whether you want blue or not, you need that blue down there, because remember, the message for 2026, Trump said himself, if you don't get reelected, they're going to impeach me, and you damn right. They're going to impeach you. And I wish more of the Senate was up for reelection instead of just the House. There are some senators that are up for reelection, and you see the numbers are up to 14 now, where they are Republicans that went for the health reconciliation on the Obamacare thing and got it passed. And it's going to pass the Senate because of the fact, you know something? If you want to save your own neck, you better vote for the people that put you there. Yeah. Because everybody, it's not one ethnic group that suffers. All of you.
Yeah,
that wasn't supposed to happen.
No,
but now,
yes, it was. According to Data Red 2025, Data seen where everything was going to be dismantled and power was going to be transferred to one person. They wrote this 10 years ago.
It's been in the making for a long time.
They wrote it 10 years ago.
It's been in the making for a long, so that lets you know.
How can you carry out something so well? You didn't write it yesterday. You wrote that shit 10 years ago.
See, all they got Trump doing is just driving the bus.
You're right.
He just driving the bus.
You got to know where the curves are on the road.
But they done told it. Turn right here.
Turn
left right here.
So
they didn't just turn it loose.
It's like a GPS. It's all this so much stuff.
This is what we have.
GPS, they still saying, make a left. Like Diamond said, make a right. You dummy.
This is what we have to do in America if we want to save this country. We got to talk to our neighbors. We got to sit down and talk to our neighbors and discuss what we think is best for our community. The things that we need to get involved. Yeah. See, it just don't make sense to elect a person and just let them go, and then 4 years later they come back and say, how y'all doing? And bring that cold fish, that they bring and give away, and some dry French fries, and say, re-elect me. Right. See, we need to talk to each other, and then we need to talk to the people we put in office.
Well, also, you noticed yesterday, the first thing that came out of the captain's mouth was, oh yes, we need to vote. We need to get out. And so you know something? That conversation that you're talking about, all we need to do is open the door. because the flood, the waters is ready to come through.
Yeah, ready to come through.
You know what I mean?
But this is
Don't miss our opportunity. That's why we do this.
That's what I was going to say. This is the importance of what you gentlemen have created every Sunday and Monday. I mean, we started out with Monday, now y'all expanded to a Sunday. You know what I mean? And my thing is, y'all are not afraid to talk about it, and that's what the gentlemen are saying. If you want to be a part, because we're getting ready to go. If you would like to be a part of the conversation with these gentlemen, they're here on Sundays, right? You can come by. We're here, Trenton, New Jersey, 13 West Front Street, Trenton, New Jersey. They start at 3 o'clock, and they're out of here by 4. Okay, so you got to come in, talk with them, have a good conversation, and they're gone. But the conversations are very important. We can't keep having these sidebar conversations and nothing happens. You got to get out there, and you got to talk about stuff, because there's a lot of distractions that's going on, and people be glad to give them to you. They would throw some stuff in your face that has nothing to do with nothing. And you would sit there and you would fall into that rabbit hole dealing with nothing. So let's not do that in 2026. Let's come out. Let's wake up. Let's talk to our neighbors, and let's get things done. If you want my vote, it's going to cost you. I'm not giving away my free vote to somebody who ain't going to do no work. So you know that your vote is valuable. Get out there and find out who in your community that you need to find out what they're doing so you can vote or not vote for them. I'm just saying.
And if they haven't been doing anything, now you know.
Now
You're
you
not
know.
going to start because you put them in office.
Right.
But this is what I want to say. This is my challenge to all the people like that. If you don't come to Hub 13 and you want to have some discussion, invite us. We'll come. I'll come. My phone number is 609-540-1243. My name is George Daniels, born and raised in Birmingham, Alabama, but now I'm in Trenton. Call me.
Yeah. If you want to call me to set up an appointment to sit with these gentlemen, 609-577-1173. Don't play on my phone, though. Okay, don't play on his phone either. We just be serious, because these things have to happen. So, but listen, it's Monday. We got a whole schedule for everyone. Like now, we just started at Hub 13. Every day we do the lunchtime reset. So from 12 to 2, if you're on your lunch, you can come to Hub 13, play some video games, sit down, chill, listen to music, work on your laptop, all those different great things. But we're right here downtown in the city of Trenton, New Jersey. It's your girl Yolanda Robinson with my two co-hosts right here. Clap it up, y'all. I love you. All right, y'all. Peace.
Save the children.
Yes, save the children.